She stood in the doorway with a suitcase by her feet, a dim lamp throwing half her face into shadow. "Tonight I'm leaving for someone else," she said, a smirk tugging at her mouth. "Don't call me. Don't text me again." Her voice was practiced, razor sharp. I only nodded. She waited for me to crack, to beg, to plead. Nothing came. The door clicked shut. A heavy silence settled, the kind that crawls under the skin like cold. I should have fallen apart. 12 years of marriage reduced to a smirk and a bag. Instead I felt nothing, and that numbness was crueler than grief. It cut cleaner. Her betrayal hadn't arrived overnight. It had been whispered in late messages, concealed behind work dinners and mismatched weekends. I'd ignored the signs by choice, pretending she still belonged to me. Then the truth stepped from the shadows and spat in my face. Pain, though, doesn't stay helpless. It changes. It hardens. That night I didn't cry. I started to plan. The next morning the house felt hollow. The bed was cold, her perfume hanging in the air like an insult. My phone began to pulse. Buzz after buzz, calls, messages, her name flashing across the screen. By noon the number looked like an open wound. 99 missed calls. I didn't pick up. Her words from the night before looped in my head. "Don't call me. Don't text me again." I obeyed. And inside that obedience, I found a strange kind of strength. Curiosity is dangerous. It whispers when sense tells you to stay put. On the second day I gave in, not by answering, but by watching. I tracked her. The man she'd run off for, a colleague, married, rich, arrogant enough to assume she was a trophy. Their affair wasn't spontaneous. It was deliberate, scheduled around my absence, paid for by years I'd given without question. What they didn't anticipate was me. I had been quiet too long, and silence can scar deeper than any insult. I collected everything. Screenshots, money trails, his messages, her promises, every thread woven into a rope strong enough to collapse their little world. Then I waited. 3 nights later she came to my door. No suitcase now, no smirk. Her eyes were puffy, mascara streaked down her cheeks. "Please," she whispered. "Open the door." I didn't. She pressed her forehead against the wood. "He lied," she said. "He used me. His wife found out. I have nowhere to go." The rehearsed tone was gone. She sounded raw, desperate. For a moment I almost let her in. Almost. Instead, I slid an envelope under the door. Inside, printouts, screenshots, his messages calling her a fling, a disposable escape, proof that even her betrayal had been betrayed. Her sobs shattered the hallway. I stood there, silent, watching her unravel from the other side of the door. By morning her name was trending online. Not for beauty or grace but for scandal. The documents had reached the right hands. His wife's lawyers, his board. Her career, her reputation, the carefully painted mask she wore, all smashed. Still my phone kept vibrating. Calls. Messages. Please. I ignored every one. Weeks later I saw her outside a cafe. She looked thinner, expression hollow, clothes creased. She saw me and froze. For a second hope lit her face. I kept walking. She reached for me, voice cracking. "Please." I didn't stop. Not for her. Not for the years. Not for whatever ghost of love might have remained. My silence spoke louder than any outburst. Louder than curses. Louder than tears. Finally she understood. When I look back now I don't dwell on the suitcase, the smirk, or the cruel words that began it all. I think about the 99 missed calls. Each one a confession. Each one proof that she believed she had the power. In the end she was the one begging, and I never once raised my voice. I simply let her drown in the quiet she had given me.